The elections concluded this week.
Thank God.
Yes, I'm glad the elections are done. Now I can argue with my friends about football.
Right. Kamala got her ass kicked, goddamn. Look, I'm gonna tell you how I knew this over.
What's that?
As soon as the election, by 9 o'clock, I knew he won. This was already at like 150 and she had like 40. I said, oh, he got it.
Yeah, I was watching Yahoo and I kept seeing the electoral votes.
All the eastern states was filling red up, but he practically had it wrapped up before the western part of the country got involved. He took all the swing states, all the blue wall. What blue wall? That red. That y'all. Look. Kamala got her ass kicked.
Yes, it was very embarrassing.
Got her ass whooped. This convicted felon beat your ass. And then on top of that, all his charges
got dropped.
Got dropped.
Just
every
like
last one of them got dropped. See, that's what happened when y'all sit here and call yourselves play by the rules and ain't playing by the rules. Because they're going to win any means necessary. And they did. But on a good note, let's see what the numbers came out. The white men overly voted for him as expected. White women.
That was a little shocking.
There, white women overwhelmingly voted for him. And black men, you can't blame it on the black men.
No, they can't blame black people. Have nothing to do with this.
Can't blame it on the black people because black women was 7%. We gonna get to the meat and potatoes of the shit.
It was Latinos
and Latinas. Y'all are stupid.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you why you're stupid. Because you sit here, sacrifice. You wasted your whole time getting over here. And then I was seeing online how ignorant a lot of you seem to forget. And that's what happened when you don't. That's what happened when you don't know your history. Cause see, black people was always sticking up for y'all asses. You feel what I'm saying? President Obama, before he left office, you DACA, you was a DACA recipient, you were a dreamer, you got to get deported.
Trump's #1 campaign promise would wreck the American economy and rip families apart to deport what he claims are up to 20 million undocumented immigrants. It's estimated that 3/4 of all undocumented immigrants in the workforce are essential workers. We could face a national food shortage. Over 1.5 million undocumented immigrants work in construction, fewer available houses. That means higher rents and more expensive homes.
You stupid.
Yeah, hasn't the deportation process already started?
No, he said his first day in office.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, so that Trump had mentioned, in his first day in office, he was going to, start the mass deportation of all. And this one plan Trump actually has put down is mass deportation.
Mass deportation.
He don't know about healthcare, but he knows he's going to be deporting.
You deporting y'all asses. And all you lazy as hell, y'all going to work.
Not even that. And I don't know if people have forgotten the main thing, but y'all know originally he was pumping white nationalism from his original.
He still is.
But I'm just saying in general, so I don't know why anybody would act surprised or, acting like this is something new. Y'all is up out. He gonna get a lot of y'all up out here, and it's not just the Hispanic population.
You Africans,
the ones that we said was eating the cats and dogs. He's getting rid of a lot of people. He gonna send a lot of y'all back.
Y'all is gone. Oh, Arab Americans. Who you think Trump gonna ride with? Netanyahu, right?
Netanyahu.
You think
he already gave him a shout out?
Didn't he move the capital from where y'all didn't want it at? He did that, right?
Yes, he did.
He did that. So if he did that, what the think all them Arab nations gonna do? Now, y'all have a chance because this is where Saudi Arabia and them come in because them boys got deep pockets. You feel what I'm saying? And Trump like deep pockets. You feel what I'm saying? And cutting his off and shit like that. So y'all might have a chance there, you know what I'm saying, in that aspect where he make a deal.
Now, it is saying migrants who arrived in the U.S. legally under the two Biden administration programs of CBP-1 and the Cuban, Haitian, Haiti, Nicaraguan, Venezuelan parole program may be immune from deportation if they have already been granted asylum or are on the path towards it or have another legal status to stay in the U.S. If not, they may be deported as part of Trump's plan to dramatically increase the numbers of migrant deportation.
Yeah, but see, what people forgetting, though, all the way in 2008, like I said, 16 years ago, DACA and Dreamers was on that list. They wanted y'all out here. That's the reason why they did not have a coherent immigration bill till this day, because the DACA and the Dreamers are part of the people they want to also deport. Them are the people who parents either you was born here or they brought you here as a baby. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They want y'all to go back home.
Yeah. Now, they're also saying the first group targeted will be Chinese nationals deemed of military age and considered to be illegally living in the U.S. will be targeted first because they may pose a national security risk, sources close to Trump campaign says. So there are a lot of Chinese nationalists that are nationals that will be targeted first, as they're saying, and they're going to get their asses out the U.S. first. So with all these people getting...
I bet you nobody from Russia get deported.
No. Oh, no. Nobody from Russia, nobody from Israel.
Nobody from Russia, nobody from Israel get deported.
So how do you feel about all these people getting deported?
Hey, I mean, what's going to happen is it's going to force these other who ain't working get back in the job force, because what they going to do, they going to cut all whatever assistance that y'all be getting, that's about to stop.
Yes.
Y'all ass is about to go to work, which me, I'm happy, because as somebody who create jobs, I'm good, because now I can start actually finding some good people.
Don't believe for a second.
Yeah.
You're going to find good work all of a sudden.
I know I'm not going to
Let me
find
tell you
good
this.
work. I know I'm not.
And this is the funniest thing, you know, as a business owner. Workers and finding workers are two entirely different things.
Correct.
And good workers. You know what I
Correct.
mean? Like, so you can find somebody, they interview well and all that shit, but once it's actually time to do the work,
Right.
get to the work.
Right. But this is where that narrative in their head changes, because if you can't get no assistance, because these are the rules they have changed, you gotta work now. You gotta be on your best behavior and keep a job now, because now you need that money. You can't. It ain't no such thing.
I don't believe that either.
No, hold on, because you know this is what they used to do. They work probably like 2 to 4 weeks, long enough to get unemployment. That's about to stop. All that.
It's about to
Well,
stop.
that too, but what I'm saying is the people that they're talking about getting rid of, the migrants,
Right.
these are all doing the jobs that the Americans aren't
I
doing
know
anyway.
that.
And that's why I'm like,
I know
you
that.
expect
Well, what
Americans
jobs?
now.
Well, they
Dude,
well,
like
outside of farming,
construction work,
construction.
Like, those are the primary.
they take
So why
over.
are they in New York?
What do you mean? Why?
Well, them was because all of them the governor from Texas was shipping their ass. Florida, DeSantis, and what's the name from Texas was shipping their ass to Chicago and New York. That's
Yeah.
why they did.
But I mean, if we need all this work from farmers and stuff, why are they in New York and Chicago?
They not there by choice. They was bust there.
Oh, okay. Because it looks like Eric Adams is ending the migrant prepaid debit cards.
Yeah, he wanted to do that from the jump.
I
But
know.
Like you said, he can't buck against the
That's
administration.
probably. So I'm saying that's why he got indicted, because he stood up to the Democrats. And
Listen, I told, man, this is why I be trying to tell, man, y'all can't sit here and go for the hype, but what they trying to do. These high profile black people, you feel what I'm saying? They've been thrust there for a reason. As soon as somebody get out of line, they remind their ass, you out of line. So in his case,
Don't forget who got you here.
exactly. Because remember, it came out when all protests going on up in them colleges up in Columbia and it came out on the WhatsApp app. He had billionaires hitting him up like, what you doing? Why you ain't handling it? I need to do something about it. You feel what I'm saying? So again, this is why I keep telling you, man, outside of voting, y'all gotta put some money in these campaigns. Because if you ain't putting no money in the campaign, your vote goes so far.
Well, I mean, my thing is, I'm kind of neutral to the whole immigration situation going on right now, just because my family on both sides has been in the United States. I've been able to trace my sides back to the 1800s, so we've been here. I know I'm the descendant of slaves on both sides, so from my point as a real American, I'm kind of neutral to all this, especially as a black person, because I feel like all these immigrants came in here to take resources away from the groups that were already here, such as the black community. So I don't have anything against the immigrants or anything like that. I just see how the government is set up.
They just put them there.
Purposely.
Yeah, they purposely put them there. You already got black people in red line areas, so we're gonna put immigrants there and exasperate the situation even more. So that will turn around and leave a bad taste in your mouth, because you like, look, nigga in here.
Yeah.
All my life, how does come here
and get treated better than me?
Get treated better than me. I can't even get some of the resources they got.
Yeah.
That's all a ploy, man. That's all.
Okay,
a ploy.
so the chat has a question. Charles Kenneth James says, "Can you tell me why I should have voted for her?"
Oh, this
when
I
went with
already
Trump?
know he had. I already know.
He said, tell him why he should have voted for her.
For Kamala, because he voted for Trump.
Put somebody in office that he's a convicted felon.
Yes.
Most of us who convicted felons can't even get jobs, can't even get housing. You put a convicted felon, privileged convicted felon in office, and all his charges is being dropped. So what type of president and message he's sending out? Because one thing for sure, your ass can't do that. Everybody who went to their ass to that damn January 6th, they gonna get pardoned.
No.
Not all, but
Because they already in there now. A lot of these serving time still.
Yeah, I
the
know that,
average
but
January 6th rioter got 60 days.
yeah, exactly. They already out. There's some of them got some time.
Yeah.
But don't be surprised. He goes back and pardon them. See, all the who voted for him.
After you do time, what difference does it make though?
Yeah,
No,
they've
I'm not-
You're already scarred. Like,
But if you get pardoned, it's like it's not up there unless
I mean,
they.
that's fine. That's fine. But now you're telling me that the I went through it never
Oh
happened.
no, I'm not saying that. But it's some of them that just started it. A lot of them just started their sentences and stuff like that. It's a few of them that finished. But the thing about it is, what I'm trying to summarize is, you put somebody in office in a position that you would never have. You barely got the rights just to walk from your house to your car without a cop coming up to you, and then whatever you got. If you talk with some type of common sense and defending yourself, you automatically resisting arrest. This white man, all his felonies and everything he's done is gonna be out of it. That like it's never happened. You will never see black people come up in the thousands like that, bum rush the damn Capitol, and they walk away alive. See, this is what y'all want to see
But
here.
that's just a cult following.
What I want, the image that I'm paint here. See, attach themselves to him because he let a few guys out of prison early with the bill that he signed, and on top of that, who had money and paid to get the partners, Kodak, just the name, and Jay-Z associates and everything. Like, oh yeah, and then the fact that he got charged, got the mud shot. They said, oh, he understand. No, don't. He's white. They didn't treat him nowhere near how any of us would be treated. He got privileged walking through that. So the fact that y'all can line yourselves up to this, y'all selling yourselves out. Let's just call it like it is.
Well, my thing was this. I didn't really feel either candidate in this was good.
True.
So I didn't really feel right voting for Kamala. I didn't feel right voting for Trump's anti-intellectualism, lying, felonies, and everything. So I was just kind of stuck. And I'll admit, I ended up voting for the swirler.
Third party.
Yeah, Cornel West. So I just couldn't in good faith go with Kamala. I felt
got
like
you.
she was anti-intellectual. I just couldn't go for Trump just because he's Trump.
Yeah, and then look, I spoke out there before I got on the Kamala train. I said, because I was there with you in the beginning of this shit when it was Joe Biden. I said, just do the best thing and vote for a split ticket. That's what happened here in the state of North Carolina. Majority of the seats was blue, even down to the governor, and the presidency went to Trump. So
pretty much everything was Democrat.
Exactly.
For me.
Exactly. It's Democrat here in the state.
I'm just Wake County is blue.
Yeah,
so I'm glad for that.
The thing about it is, like I said, he hasn't done anything signature for
black people.
He hasn't done. Everybody said, "Oh, he had the lowest unemployment." Did y'all forget? You had goddamn COVID.
Yeah.
And you had opioid, fentanyl crisis going on. And who they was killing the most? Them white folks. So guess what? Them jobs them white folks would have had, they didn't have nobody to fill them jobs because them niggas doped up or dying from COVID because they listened to his ass about fake or whatever. So guess what? Who was next in line to get the jobs? The Mexicans. Boom. There you go. Perfect. Yes. So, and then another thing, everybody was harping about the economy. Did y'all not know Trump inherited a great economy from the Obama administration? We would have never been in the pandemic the way we did if he never dismantled the pandemic supplies that Obama had set up before he left office. He did that on his first day in office, dismantle it. So he helped exacerbate the coronavirus. Then on top of that, right, he gave out the PP loans. He gave out the checks to the regular folks. He cut taxes for the billionaires. Who's going to pay for that? See, ain't nobody, he did not put no bill up or nothing. Congress didn't do anything. So the bill was unpaid. If people remember, the last time this country faced any type of turmoil, that was in 2007, 2008 when we had a housing crisis. When we had a housing crisis, everybody was losing their jobs and
Didn't we have a recession after that?
Yeah, we did. They gave out money to.
Yeah, that's the arms.
Yeah,
joint.
They gave out money to people and everything. And what happened? People 2 years after the recession seemed like they was coming back. Y'all had to pay that back through taxes.
Yep.
Nobody paid through that this time with Trump. Trump didn't have to face the music because he got fired. He was one term in. If he would have stayed in, if Biden and them never won, and he would have stayed in, y'all would have been putting this him. Y'all would have been talking about is Biden and Harris the reason why the economy was. They inherited a up ass economy, and they had to handle it. So when I hear the economy, Trump is the reason why the economy got fucked up. That's the reason why we had inflation. So it happens again. Remember what I just said.
Okay, now Charles responded and said he made money under Trump's administration. He knows what to expect from Trump, but he also said what president did anything for blacks.
You don't know what the hell to expect from Trump.
Nah, I will say this.
You don't know what to expect from Trump.
Because
Trump's a loose cannon. That's my main. You can't expect something from somebody who talks and makes stuff up as he goes. And that's
what I was
going to
say is we have a better chance of getting something from Trump than
you can buy a piece of
getting Kamala.
So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
Now, Kamala told us she is not going to specifically for black people. And as I've said, in my 43 years on earth, that is the only United States politician I have ever heard say that. I've never heard any other politician say they would never do something specifically for black people. Even if they would, I've just never heard any politician but her say that. So that's why she never sat right with me.
I mean, like I said, she had plenty of faults on the side because the one thing that could be a turnoff is y'all was pumping, Democrats was pumping the transgender analogy. That was a turnoff because she has a father. I'm like, damn, man, I'm a black man. I still ain't got my piece of the pie yet. My people still waiting from the 60s. What we doing? Everybody else done got their shit, still is in a sense, and my folks still haven't. So how transgender skipping me? See, I can see how somebody get pissed off about it. Another, I was talking about Michigan, Arab Americans. She didn't mention nothing about how she was going to handle the crisis in Gaza or in the Middle East, period. So when you're doing that, especially when they're out loud telling Joe Biden, we don't appreciate this y'all doing, our people is getting killed, y'all not speaking about it. When the DNC had they get together, they should have had somebody from the Palestinian format up there addressing that. That probably would have saved her ass in Michigan. But regardless, if you look at it, even if every black person did vote for her, you still overwhelmingly white men. She wasn't gonna get that, so that was out of the question. The white women and the Latino men and women was the three areas that hurted her.
You are correct, and it looks like Nancy Pelosi is throwing everybody.
Of course she is, because you know they're gonna look at her ass because how old she was.
Yeah, she suggested that if Joe Biden had dropped out of the election earlier,
We could have had time.
they could have fared better, and I don't believe that at all.
No, because see what they was trying to do was they was trying to get before Kamala became the front runner, and the reason why that was the black women was like, hey, don't skip her. She's the vice president. She gets first shot. They was trying to get Andy Beshear, I think I'm saying his name, the governor out of Kentucky. They was trying to get your boy out of the governor out of Maryland. They was trying to go for the governor Gretchen Whitson out of Michigan.
Yeah, Michigan.
They was trying to get your boy out of Arizona to be candidate to run for president. Your boy Shapiro too from PA. They was trying to get him.
Trying to get Roy.
Right. So they was trying to get these other governors to run, but black women said, y'all better not skip her.
Man, Roy would have won.
Yeah, he would have.
Roy would have won. He would have made Roy vice president and run next to Kamala when he could have easily captured.
Well, look, she reached out to him. He said no.
Yeah. Charles says she's not black, to which I agree. I believe they were upplaying her identity.
Hey, listen. We all know, right? If you got 1% black in you, you're straight up.
Yeah, but
You
not
are.
culturally.
Okay, since you brand it like that, culturally fine. But in a sense, she has knowledge of the culture because she went to Howard University. So if you go there 4 years, you are gaining cultural. You feel what I'm saying? You don't lose that.
I feel like it goes back to what Corey Holcomb said. Ain't nothing black around her.
Okay.
I think that hurt her.
Okay.
That hurt her amongst the black community. We wouldn't even be having these she's not black talks if she was married to a black dude.
Correct. She
Yeah.
married to a white guy.
A white guy whose
And
name
her-
she didn't even claim.
Right. Cause
That didn't sit right with men. I think
course.
men felt some sort of way.
Of course.
They felt like she didn't even respect her husband.
She holding on to her dad's name to say, hey, I'm
Harris. Yeah, when was the last?
because Harris, that's a black name.
Who's a white person with the last name Harris? I can't even.
Oh yeah, Brooklyn Neck shooting guard. Yeah,
So it's a white dude that hang around.
he play ball.
That's what I'm saying. If you Harris, you just black by association in some way, shape, or form.
Back up.
Yes.
Some said true, but she has no black.
I have white friends.
that. Again,
He's correct.
Again, so
There were white people at Central when I was there.
right. So again, so what I'm saying is, you gain culture. If somebody says she's not, well, first of all, her dad is what? Haitian, Jamaican. How culture? I'm sure he came from the ghetto.
And for the record, there's Chinese Jamaicans, Indian Jamaicans.
Yeah.
So.
Right. So what I'm saying is, what
now that they bought up out of Jamaica, it's all type of
They've
foreigners.
always been.
Yeah, but no, I'm saying it's gotten bad.
Oh,
well,
I'm sure.
yeah, but again, it goes back to what I said. It's two dominant colors on this planet, black and white. So that's always going to be the battling forces. That's ever. Everybody else is get in where you fit in. You feel what I'm saying? So my thing is, how does it count for you to be culturally locked in? Well, you gotta live in the hood. You gotta talk like somebody.
No.
You gotta have a bunch of black dark-skinned people around you.
I think it's universally known Obama was accepted by black people. And as I've said, Obama would have not got that support if he had a white spouse.
That's true.
Your
I believe-
significant other plays a very big part in public perception, particularly by the black community. Like, I will question any politician's blackness if they have a non-black wife.
But Vance get a pass because his damn wife is darker than him. Even though she's not black, she's Indian.
Vance who?
The Vice President Vance. His wife is dark as hell. About as dark as I am.
Yeah. Oh yeah, his wife is in.
And the crazy part about it, it's a lot of the white Republicans got dark skin.
His
Why?
wife is catching strays from all the MAGA folk. And that's on her. Why? Because she was a liberal, and then she married his white ass and decided to be conservative, or at least to the general public. I believe she's kept her liberal ways, but, you know, she's with the white man, which is what some of these Indian women want at the end of the day. And she's abandoned all of her principles, at least publicly, to be with this man.
Dark-skinned people abandoning your race and nationality to align yourself white, you will never be accepted.
Yeah, that is true.
And it shows you have no confidence in your skin tone plus your race. Number one, they want to be you. You want to be them. They want to be you. Why they hate black folks? Why? Number one, you can stand your ass outside more than an hour.
Mm-hmm.
They can't. It's just like they're vampires and we're werewolves. We can be out in the night and daytime. So yes, they're gonna be mad at that shit. But y'all, you're gonna sacrifice yourself being to align yourself with somebody that's gonna remind you, hey, get back in line. You know, getting back in the line on top of that. They don't give a who you with, but carry on.